Hey folks, Merry Christmas. My name is Doug McWilliams, the author of The Evolution of Love, How a New Paradigm Frees Us from Fear so we can love fully, openly. It might sound pretentious, but I think my perspective, my comments about love and relationships are revolutionary and novel because I've not really heard anyone else talk about it the way I do. And I take the whole existing paradigm of what it means to love someone and I just flip it upside down. It's not about possession. You cannot possess someone else. A lot of the adages that get tossed around are true. If you love something, set them free. If they stay, then you know that it's real. Why would you want to hold on to something that's not real? To possess someone who doesn't want to be with you. And I just challenge this whole existing paradigm in so many ways. This video I want to talk about this it's just a psychology topic, right? This inner struggle between our primitive brain, our primitive brain actually, and our more evolved brain. The human brain is a complex organ, obviously. It's the most complex thing in the universe, they say. If you're gonna master life and have a healthy psychology and really be productive and happy, you need to understand how these different aspects of your psyche or your brain work, what their roles are, and how they sometimes clash with each other. And I remember kind of, not coaching, but kind of being a sympathetic ear to a friend of mine who was going through a really emotional breakup 5, 6, 7 years ago. And I was kind of laying out my philosophy and my theories about what does it mean to love? Why are you upset? A lot of the topics I talk about in my book. And I remember he emailed me or messaged me back on Facebook, and he said, "Doug, you know what? I totally get what you're saying on a logical level. But on an emotional level, it's not there. I'm still upset about this breakup." And I mean, I get that. I've been there too. I've been through all that stuff, and that's why I'm sharing my perspectives and my thoughts now, because it sucks, right? When your emotions are out of control, and that you allow yourself to be devastated or hurt or upset. And I've been through it, guys. I mean, I've thought through it. It makes no sense when you're logical about it. So step one, listen. You may not believe me now, but just take this and put it in your pocket for a later day. You someday have to understand that your emotions are totally within your conscious control. You can consciously power your way through these emotions and choose to be happy and choose to see things in a positive light. And I'll say this, that's the only logical way to go. It doesn't make any logical sense to keep being miserable and suffering and just, waddling, that's not the right word. Just kind of drowning in your own pity parade. The world's not going to come to you, and that's not how it works. Recognize it makes no sense to keep feeling depressed and not living this life in this day. Now, easier said than done, right? But again, all I'm asking you to do is recognize it's possible, and that is your goal, to get there. And from evolutionary psychology to understanding the biochemistry of what it means when we fall in love, this primitive reaction, that all empowers you to not fear it, to understand falling in love, right? The romance, the power, this drug, and to understand your psychology, and then to be realistic about what to expect from that experience, from that interaction. But again, one of the central themes is again this interplay, or this battle between our primitive brain, right? The limbic system. We have a primitive brain. They call it the reptilian brain, right? Because it's the same basic structure that we share with reptiles and birds. So it's important to understand that we've evolved from other creatures. This is empowering. It's going to help you understand yourself and live your life in a healthy way. And this part of our brain is responsible for basic functions: hunger, sex, mating, and again, falling in love, lust, this primitive, powerful thing. That's the only reason that we're all here right now. Sex is a powerful force in the universe. If it wasn't as powerful as it is, we would not be here today. You need to understand that, and then kind of forgive yourself and forgive others for sometimes acting out on this primitive impulse. And then fear, the fight or flight reaction, jealousy. So these are primitive, powerful impulses that we all deal with, the inner demons, if you will. Number one, recognize it's there. It's in all of us. It's nothing to feel guilty about. It's nothing to ignore and pretend that it's not there. Face it, all right? It's part of you, but it's not the best of you. And then again, at some point, recognize or keep working to convince yourself that your conscious, evolved brain can overpower and virtually eliminate all those primitive things. There's nothing to fear about love when you understand it. Being jealous logically makes no sense. And it's a lifelong, battle, struggle. It's part of being a human being, right? I did my last video, my Christmas video, about this, right, the meaning of life and self-evolution. That there is a meaning to life. It is to grow, right? To evolve and just lose your fear. So I kind of lay out this point early on in my book, that my book's about love, but it's also about fear and this interplay between the two. You cannot 100% love someone in a healthy way that you're afraid is going to someday leave or hurt you. You'll never be able to love them as they deserve, as to the highest extent as you could. Get past your fear. Yeah, it's hard to make a relationship work, a romantic relationship, for years and years. It's hard. It's probably not going to be the next person that you get involved with. Let's just be honest about it and mature and adult about it. Recognize that. And then knowing that, let's find out. So, I said this works for me. When I'm attracted to someone, I go tell them. I will go flirt with them. I mean, I don't care. No fear of rejection, for any reason. And I'm not going to be mad at them if they reject me, because I need to find out if we have something. Look, I'm attracted to you. I think you're beautiful. I like your energy. Let's let's go hang out. Let's have dinner. Let's talk. What are your goals in life, and so forth? What do you want out of life? You're going to be hard-pressed to find someone of like similar intelligence and sense of humor, similar life goals. You're going to probably have to try out a lot of people. And that should be, again, liberating and should help kind of remove the stress and fear. This next date that I might go on, I don't have all these pent-up hopes, and look, I'm going to put my 100% into it. I'll put my best foot, not even best foot, my honest foot forward. I don't want to shine someone or trap them or make them fall in love with me. I want the brutal truth, the things I want in life, and how revolutionary I am, if you will, how crazy I am. I just wish more people were like that, not having that arrogance or ego, but I'm telling you, this is empowering. There is nothing to fear from pursuing that person and flirting and falling in love. You're gonna fall in love, and it's awesome, but you're probably gonna fall in love several times in life, as I have. And recognize that falling in love with someone that's not a divine sign that you're meant to be with them. It's the tip of the iceberg, the first piece of hopefully a much larger puzzle you're trying to put together of the qualities and characteristics that you need in a partnership. And I don't know, I talk about a lot of things. I have my characteristics, my 10 to 12 things that I need in a partner for me to say, yes, this is working. All of these areas. You don't have to agree with all mind. You have your own person, but you should have an idea about what are the qualities that you need in a relationship. And if your partner's not bringing that, it's not there, that's a deal breaker. Let it go. It's cool. It's okay to break up and move on. I think so many people settle and just kind of muddle through because they're supposed to, out of some sense of loyalty. And you can disagree with me. I think that's crazy. That doesn't work. When you find the right partner or a great partner, it is awesome. It is worth searching for. It's not going to be probably the first person or the next person you find. And all the days you spent on the sidelines and afraid, oh, well, my last wife cheated on me, so I'm not going to put myself out there. That's sad to me. We're here to love people, not just as romantic partners, but as social creatures. Put yourself out there. You get energy. It's fun. Life is meant to be shared with people. So yeah, I know I've rambled again. I've been drinking my 211, watching a little basketball. But I hope this helps people, and I've got lots of other videos on this topic. And I think, again, humanity is at a crossroads. We are going to have to grow up and evolve. They call it the age of Aquarius. The days of war have to be behind us. We have to, I think, evolve in our concept of what it means to love partners, and then also just people in general. We're all connected. That is the thing that's going to bring humanity together so that we can thrive, start kicking ass, and tackle the issues that we face. All of us. It's a very simple formula. So that's what my book is about. And you don't have to buy the book. I'm going to try and cover these subjects to my YouTube channel because it's not about making money. I just want a voice in the world. I want to help people. And I know that given exposure, that there are lots of people I can help come to a healthier understanding of themselves and of love, have better relationships, less fear, more happiness. So share, subscribe if you like. Wish you well. Comments I'll try to respond to. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See ya.